Welcome to the first meeting of Prevent T2, a proven program to prevent or delay type 2 diabetes in those at high risk. It was developed by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. My name is Michaela Anderson, and I will be your lifestyle coach. I'm so excited to be working with you over the next year. Some of you may be here to get active, lose weight, prevent type 2 diabetes, or support a friend or family member. During this first session, we will discuss the Prevent T2 program. We'll talk about the program's goals and structure, the basics of type 2 diabetes. You will also set your 6-month goals and make your first action plan. Let's start with an overview of the program. Prevent T2 is designed for people with pre-diabetes. It's also for people who are at high risk for type 2 diabetes and want to lower their risk. Please look at pre-diabetes on page 2 of this module's handouts. Before each session, you will log into the TapCloud app to submit your weight to the nearest whole pound and submit your physical activity in minutes. I'll keep a record of your weight and activity minutes, and so will you. This will help us track your progress. During each session, you will log into TapCloud to view course sessions. You will watch the recorded video session and take the quiz that follows. You will also create a new action plan. After each session, you will complete assignments, and you will also be able to interact with me, your lifestyle coach. So what is prediabetes? Per the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, prediabetes is a serious health condition where blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but not high enough yet to be diagnosed as type 2 diabetes. Approximately 88 million American adults have prediabetes. That is 1 in 3 adults. Of those with prediabetes, more than 84% don't know they have it. Prediabetes puts you at increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. The goal of this program is to prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. So let's go through some of the basics of that disease. Please look at type 2 diabetes on page 4. What is type 2 diabetes? When you eat, your body breaks down food into glucose, a type of sugar. In people without type 2 diabetes, a hormone called insulin helps sugar leave the blood and enter the cells. This gives the cells energy. In people with type 2 diabetes, the body doesn't make or use insulin well, so sugar builds up in the blood instead of going into the cells, and the cells don't get enough energy. Type 1 diabetes is when your body does not make insulin at all. What problems can type 2 diabetes cause? It can cause heart attacks and strokes, nerve damage, kidney failure, eye damage which can lead to blindness, slow healing which can lead to amputations of toe, foot, or leg, gum disease, and skin infections. What puts you at higher risk for diabetes? Being 45 years of age or older, being overweight, exercising fewer than 3 times a week, having a parent, brother, or sister with type 2 diabetes, having a history of gestational diabetes, which is having diabetes while pregnant, or giving birth to a baby over 9 pounds. Your race and ethnicity are also a factor. African Americans, Hispanic, Latino Americans, American Indians, Pacific Islanders, and some Asian Americans are at higher risk. The CDC has developed a quiz making it easy for you to find out if you're at risk for having prediabetes. You can go to this link to find out if you're at risk. Now let's talk about the goals of this program. Please look at Prevent T2 goals on page 3. Program goals for the first 6 months include losing at least 5 to 7% of your starting weight and getting at least 150 minutes of physical activity each week. What does losing 5 to 7% of your starting weight mean? It means losing 5 to 7 pounds for every 100 pounds you weigh now. So if you weighed 200 pounds, you would lose 10 to 14 pounds. For the physical activity goal, the activity should be of at least moderate intensity. Moderate activities include biking, brisk walking, and dancing. You will set your goals and achieve these goals through action planning, brainstorming, and problem solving. Now let's talk about your next steps. Please look at your 6-month goals on page 5. Program goals for the last 6 months include keeping off the weight you've lost, keep working toward your goal weight if you haven't reached it, or lose more weight if you wish. Your 6-month activity goal is to keep getting at least 150 minutes of physical activity each week. Before you can set your 6-month weight goal, you need to decide what percentage of your starting weight to lose. Again, the goal of this program is to lose at least 5 to 7% of your starting weight over the next 6 months. Please look at weight loss by the numbers chart on pages 7 to 8. Now find your starting weight. Next, decide what percent of your weight you will lose over the next 6 months. Will it be 5, 6, or 7%? Then find how many pounds you will need to lose to reach that goal. Let's look at your 6-month goals on page 5. Fill in what you weigh now, what percentage of your weight you will lose, and how many pounds you will lose. Then subtract that number from your current weight to get your goal weight. Fill that in where it says reach blank pounds. What can losing weight help with? It can prevent or delay type 2 diabetes, ease sleep problems, arthritis, and depression, lower your blood pressure and cholesterol level, and make you feel better about yourself. What can physical activity help with? It can prevent or delay type 2 diabetes, give you more energy, help you sleep better, improve your memory, balance, and flexibility, lift your mood, lower your blood pressure and cholesterol, lower your risk of heart attack and stroke, lower your stress level, and strengthen your muscles and bones. To help you succeed in this program, you will make a new action plan at each session. Please turn to your action plan journal. Let's look at tips for making your action plan on page 2. As you make your action plan, you'll keep 6 things in mind. Be realistic. Plan actions that are realistic for you. Make it doable. Plan small changes, and over time, these changes will add up. Be specific. Plan your actions in detail. Decide what you will do, where you will do it, when you will do it, and how long you will do it. Be flexible. Review your action plan often. Look for ways to cope with challenges if your action plan isn't working for you. Revise it. Focus on behaviors. For instance, you can control how many pounds you lose by focusing on your actions, such as what you eat and how active you are. Make it enjoyable. Change doesn't have to be painful. It can be fun. So find activities and healthy foods that you enjoy. Okay, now it's time to make your first action plan. Let's look at action plan on page 3. First, set a goal to work on between now and the next session. The goal should help you lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. Next, list 3 actions you will take to reach that goal. Specify where, when, and how long you will do these actions. Also list any challenges you might face and ways to cope with these challenges. As you make your plan, remember to keep it realistic, doable, specific, and flexible. Remember to focus on behaviors and try to have fun. Between now and the next session, please put your action plan into effect. Check off each action you complete. Remember to submit your weight and physical activity before the next session. And you can reach out to me if you have any questions. We have come to the end of our meeting. Today we discussed Prevent T2. We talked about the program's goals and structure, the basics of type 2 diabetes, and you also set your 6-month goals and made your first action plan. I'm so proud of you. At the next session, we'll discuss getting active to prevent T2.